All right, and we are live. It's a live.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Let me get over here and make sure this is muted real quick before I start saying hello to everybody.
Hello.
So we're not echoing like crazy. Well, it's not
Hello.
going up there. Okay. All right. Hello, Tyler. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Connor. Hi, Vodka, Jan. All right. And then we have my Twinkie, Patrick and Melissa, Sandra, Zach, Jared, and Laura.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey guys.
If y'all will, please share this out. I know I'm later than normal, and I'm sorry.
Work happens. It's
A few more
okay.
people get in here real quick before I make a couple of announcements.
Hi, Jan.
How is everyone tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Doing good.
Surviving.
Survival is good. Oh, you're welcome, Dustin. Love you. Hi, Debbie. Hi, cute golf
Hi,
girl.
Aaron. Mary.
Aaron.
Aaron, what's going on, man?
Aaron Barron. Okay, I'm gonna let a few more people get in here so I don't have to repeat the announcements. Not really announcements, but just some things.
Some interesting news.
Well, it
Well-
was not me. I did not do it, and I didn't even think about it.
Yes, you did. I'll testify.
Well, actually, a part of it is going to be about y'all.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It was her.
I'm just using you as an example. I'm using you as an example. So it's not technically about.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good at
Last time I was made as
Happy.
an example, it was don't do this. Okay.
Yeah, that was the example.
Happy belated birthday, Aaron. Hello, Cassie.
Happy birthday.
Slim, did I tell you about the time, my buddy Coty took me to the Cowboy Stadium?
Oh, my Lord.
Over there in Nebraska. Oh,
Oh, dear
Magic.
Lord. Coty.
Jodi.
Hi, Magic.
Cindy. Hello, 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 and hello.
Hi, Eric.
There's Eric. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
Eric, what's up, brother? I waved at him the other night, and he was like, very crisp, hello.
Who was on a mission. And that was all you had. That's all you got at the time.
That's awesome, Dustin. I'm very proud of you.
Patrick, I'm catching up. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying.
Get there, man.
I'm trying. I'll get there one day.
I'm trying to catch up too, but I went a different route.
I can't do that
That's
one.
what working out for me.
I'm here to deposit.
That's funny.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, Jenny. Hey, Jan.
Okay. Did I tell you about the time I met Zach and he gave me a Texas goodbye?
Wait, what?
Slim.
That sounded like it could have went left.
My husband.
Hey, Terry. Hey, Debbie.
Zach gave Coty
Debbie.
and
Wait,
Mike a Texas
what did I
goodbye.
do? Wait, is that me?
No,
Remember,
that's,
you gave him a
that's
Texas
Slim.
goodbye.
A Texas goodbye. What's that? Bye?
You didn't say goodbye
You
at
didn't
all.
say goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He's like, oh, yeah, I remember now.
Then he said he went to bed and he realized he didn't do it.
Yeah, I was laying in bed going, crap. That's funny.
Let's see.
Hey, PLE.
Please.
Hey PLE.
PLE.
That would
Hey.
be awesome,
Yeah,
Dustin.
what's
Hi,
up, brother?
PLE. Okay, so we got a few people in here, and I guess I'll announce it again later on when we get some more in here. But as everyone knows, I went ahead and I put up the link for the nominations. for the YouTube Fam Reunion Banquet Awards. Okay, so what you do is you hit that link, you go on and you nominate it up to 4 channels that you think or that are your favorite or that you would want to see nominated for that category. Okay, so here's the deal. The people have to be under 10,000. So we know Omar has a great vlog channel. We know he has a great paranormal channel, but he cannot be nominated.
Oops.
He has been nominated several times, but he can't be nominated. That the nominees have to be under 10,000. It's kind of like the bottom of the YouTube awards. So also, this is 1 channel per category. So on categories, Jared and Lora does not count. You have to put Jared King TV or Queen Lora TV. You can't just put Jared and Laura.
I feel love.
You can't just put Amy.
What's going on?
I don't know.
So
Are we?
a couple of the categories I've gotten
nominated
Jared and Laura. In a couple of the categories I've gotten the Twinkies. I've gotten Amy and April. So we actually need the channel name. So the channel itself is going to be up for nominations. Also, this
Y'all
is
do
not.
realize I have my own channel, right?
Yes.
not just me with Jared.
Hi, KJ.
Hey, KJ.
So this
People
also,
that don't know.
this also is not the voting process. We are just nominating. So the 4 channels that are nominated the most will go on to the voting process. And then everyone will vote, but that will not start until January. So make sure that you are nominating people. Also, I don't have a cooking channel. So don't nominate me for cooking. I have been put in several categories that I do not fit in.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
What the heck does chili head mean?
Okay, Chili Head is the heat community, the people who eat hot stuff on their channel.
Oh,
Oh.
Amy,
Make it 101.
I thought chill, like they're chilled people, you know? That's what I thought it was.
Amy, I think I can shed some light on the how you got nominated for the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
In the video where y'all went exploring, you saw the spider and you took off running. You was cooking.
Yeah. Well, making a fool of myself does not count. Now, if there was a category for dance moves, maybe. I mean, because every time I see a spider, I'll come up with something new.
But we'll never see it because it's rated M for mature language.
That's right. Okay, so the makeup and the fashion is people who like do their makeup on their channels, and they do like unboxings of clothing and trying it on and stuff like that. So there was some confusion there as well.
And Jenny, I have a cooking channel.
I don't know what my channel is. It's a mutt.
So, and it's funny because a lot of people don't know that kind of stuff, you know, like, and so they'll just they don't know what the category means, so they'll just throw people in there.
I did that. I'll be 100%
And
honest.
so
I was
kind of reading some of them. Hi, Shane. How are you? Don't forget to vote for Slim for the most no views. KJ, why are you leaving so fast? I love you.
I am voting Slim for the most birthdays in a month.
KJ, I love your sister.
Good night, KJ. Love you.
Night,
KJ.
KJ.
All right,
Night,
so
We can vote that Zach for the shortest throw.
dang, I can do that. I can do that all night long.
Also, I need to find the link too, but if y'all will please go and vote for my sister-in-law Savannah. The voting ends tonight, I believe. No, tomorrow. I think it ends tomorrow. So I'll take the watching award. I can make it laugh out loud. I missed it.
Facebook Messenger.
Oh, that messenger.
Dingbat.
Yeah.
So, hi, Channy. I'm
Hi,
tired.
Penny. Hey, what's up, dude?
That's all right, KJ. We love you.
Oh, does my voice carry like that? My bad.
Amy, is there a multiple awesome cat channel category? Laugh out loud. Well, you would take that, Jenny.
Stop.
Yes, Slim, you have. All right, so most of you know my Twinkie came here. Her, Slim, and Casey came here last week. They went home yesterday. Wasn't really happy about that. Hey, Matt.
It wasn't.
But we did a few videos while they were here. Y'all got to see one of those today. And Twinkie got to come and go collab with Zach and Rooted Expedition. We had an awesome time, and we went back to Denver Cemetery, which y'all know that's one of my favorite places because there's always something going on there. But it was kind of crazy. I think right from the get-go, before we even went into the cemetery, things were happening outside of the cemetery that we have yet to explain. I know Zach seen something. I had a camera battery knock out of my camera and just disappear completely.
Wow. It's still out there somewhere to this day.
Oh.
Dang.
I mean, it was
It's
so
probably-
pitch black, and on top of that,
Rob.
what's up, Rom? But it was
What's
so
up,
pitch black,
everybody?
and this time it was quiet. I mean, unbelievably quiet. There was no bugs in the background. It was crazy. I mean, it was quiet.
It was too quiet.
Yeah.
It was too rap.
So I was looking at
But,
but real quick, Amy, I was gonna say I was looking at my video, and one thing we didn't do is look inside the cemetery. We kept on looking outside the cemetery,
And
out into
I
this
kept
woods.
saying that. I kept saying that afterwards. I kept saying I felt like I was going to find it in the cemetery.
Oh wow! And it was whatever was there, whatever that creature was there. Whatever Coty saw was that same spot that we saw everything.
Yeah. And for Coty and Slim to see something, and Coty was so excited. I mean, he was beyond excited that he saw it. He don't know what it was, but he saw it. And he was excited. Well, he was sitting right beside him in the truck, so I don't think it was him. And it wasn't none of us because none of us was tall enough.
No.
But I know, Zach, you saw something before we even went in the cemetery.
Yeah,
And so
that was
you knew
crazy.
it was going to be kind of crazy in there.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Twinkie, what vibe did you get from the cemetery when you first went in?
It didn't even have to start when I first went in. As soon as we pulled up, I had cold chills.
Yeah.
Because all you could hear was coyotes in the back. And then, like, you'd hear stuff, like, hitting the ground. You couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah.
And pitch black.
And I think that's one thing that gives the big creep factor, too, is that it is so dark in there. And whatever's on the other side of those woods. Hey. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Roberta, you have your TV turned up?
Rob's like, hang on, I can't hear you. My TV turned up.
Let his TV catch up.
I got you guys on the big screen.
Yeah, do you have the volume up? Bless his heart. Rob. Rob, you have your volume up because you're hearing it on the TV and you're answering.
No.
Yes. I love you so much, Rob. Hi, Brandy. Thank you, West Haven. Hi, Gary.
That's awesome.
Okay, let me catch up now.
Rob, mute your TV.
Rob, you are just extra special.
He said no.
I know, I'm very special.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome, Connor. How'd the okay, so now that Rob's caught up.
Hi, Dia.
So I know that, like, I don't know what's in those woods, but I really, really, really want to find out, but not in the dark.
Mm-mm.
So we were getting a gasoline smell, and it was coming and going, but it was following us. Like, we would move to a different part of the cemetery, you wouldn't smell it no more, and then all of a sudden we'd hear a loud noise, and then there was that smell again. And that kind of explained it as maybe it rolled around in fuel or gasoline, you know, or whatever, and it was just on whatever it was. But this is the place where me and Layne had our encounter with whatever this humanoid looking thing was that scared us so bad. But this time I didn't see anything like that. I saw tall, dark figures that were not like Rob size tall. They were taller than that.
That's big.
Why do you have to refer to me then?
I was just referring to the tallest person on the panel.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Okay.
Yes.
What's the significance of smelling gas?
We don't know.
Okay, here's the thing. I smell gas constantly, and nobody else does. Like gasoline exhaust straight in my nose, and nobody else smells it.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if it was the smell of whatever was following us around, because it was following us around. Because they say Bigfoot puts off like a musty, dirty.
Yeah. There was other houses. I mean, this is out in like the middle of nowhere, but there is houses out there, but far, kind of little distance from where this is at. So
Yeah.
I
That
don't
was
know.
no man's land.
This whatever was there was
There
either.
shouldn't have been any reason for any kind of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a house, I mean, even if it's a fairly good ways away, I mean, it would take a pretty strong, solid wind for you guys to smell it like that.
Well, where we kept on smelling it is exactly where Coty saw it in between the two trees standing up.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
we constantly kept hearing noises outside the woods, so we constantly had our focus outside the woods more so, or I did, than inside of the cemetery. I think back, I'm like, dang, if I would have just ran around, we would probably caught the thing inside of the cemetery because it was hiding behind trees. But it had that gasoline smell, and it was like strong. like somebody just
Dang,
drenched you out in gasoline, and it was foggy. And above all that, the one thing I think we all noticed was how quiet it was.
Yes.
Now, if y'all watched any of our videos that were out there previous, you hear how loud it is from the cicadas, making their little sounds. It's so piercing. It wasn't like that. I mean, even the wind was real light.
Well, being somebody from the woods, I was born and raised in the mountains of Tennessee, so I can honestly say, anytime you're in the woods like that, like you said, you're going to hear critters 24/7. You're going to hear, like you said, you're going to hear noises. But when it gets silent in woods, there's definitely something going on somewhere.
Yeah. Hi, Alan. Hi, no one.
You didn't even hear crickets or anything. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to hear crickets.
Right.
And
I know for sure in my video and in Zach's and even Twinkie's, you hear us all kind of say it is way too quiet. And that just made it even creepier.
Yeah.
And what even made it creepier, at one time when we were outside of the cemetery, you heard a crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one time, it was a crow at night.
At night.
Like it was, like it's one of those crows that when something's there and it's like trying to like, hey, I see that you're there, and it's crowing. I know that you're there. Not talking to us, but whatever's in the woods there.
Almost like a warning.
Yes, and it was so quiet you can actually hear the branches break. So,
how wicked!
This thing, whatever it was very, 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 very evil for sure.
Well, for the smell of gas, that could be bodies decomposing and stuff in the cemetery, but there's no recent burials there.
No,
that's it.
I smell gas wherever I'm at. It don't have to be in a cemetery. So there better not be no decomposed bodies in my bedroom.
Now, I will say with the experiences I've had with demonic beings in the past, now that is something that is common, is to smell smoke and gasoline, and as a burning fire smell. That is common, and I've experienced that personally in the past as well. I've talked to other people that have experienced those same things. So, but whatever this was manifested into a physical form. So either it was already a physical form or it manifested into a physical form, because this thing was so quiet. And I even stated, I tried to sneak up on Layne and scare Layne just for fun. And I couldn't even do that just because of how crunchy everything was in the cemetery. So this thing was moving very stealth-like. I mean, very stealth-like.
And Slim had even said that he heard it, when we weren't even in the cemetery, he heard a scream.
Yeah, I got a scream on the audio. I got a scream, break, and growl. Yep.
Good. So we did get some growls.
Yeah.
We got some growls. We also, me and after Zach and Carrie had to leave, and me and Twinkie decided we were going to go in and do a necrophonic session. So me and her went back in for just not long, because that's all it took us. But we asked, are you scared of whatever's in these woods? And it said not scared. Right after that, it said either we feed them or feed them.
Wow.
And my thing, whatever. Okay, so Zach messaged me not long after we got home, and he, I guess, had been processing what had happened and whatever, and he said that was whatever was out there, and I can't remember your specific words, but it was along the lines of satanic, like.
Yeah, it was a demon.
Devil.
It was a demon, straight demon creature out there. No joke.
So
and
the very last word we got before we left, because we had the deal still on. The very last word we got was Satan. And we all loaded up and left. But it definitely was. Whatever was out there, it made your skin crawl. Fear. It tried to bring some type.
mean, it was a familiar spirit, and it tried to bring this fear upon all of us, and I know all of us felt it. I mean, it was like this force of fear, but it had its distance for sure. But this thing was different.
Yeah.
And I was gonna do my 30-minute alone challenge in there, but after the the spirit box and stuff, the coyotes sound like they were right there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, nope.
Yep, I'm going.
I didn't feel comfortable with doing it there at all. And me and Zach has done our 30-minute alone challenges there. And now looking back, I don't think that was probably one of the best ideas that we've ever had. I feel like, and I kept like second guessing it in my head as well. I was like, why should, I really don't want Twinkie doing her alone challenge here. I felt like if she did her alone challenge there, something was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, I mean, I even look back and go, I can't believe I did this here. If it wasn't for the bugs there distracting me the whole time. Yeah. Right. I mean, and it was so loud too. So a lot of stuff was, I mean, I did get those screams out there in the woods, and whatever that was, a lot of people said different things, but this was so quiet. And when you're out there and you know that those bugs make those sounds, and if you're in the if anybody's in the woods, you all know, or been in the woods, you know those loud sounds of just those crickets and just all the bugs, all the wildlife, just making all that noise. That wasn't there at that. I mean, you can hear it in a distance, like far away, but it was so quiet.
Yeah,
you
can tell different.
Like
Because sometimes, crickets is one thing, but a lot of things you can hear, man, that'll, turn your blood to ice. That ain't normal.
And like Michael said right there, Cody's box was saying the same things.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cody had his, what do you call it? I can't even think.
Ghost tool?
Ghost tool app. Yeah. Cody had his on it, and it was saying a lot of stuff.
Wow.
Hi, Arena. Yeah, it definitely felt different.
I do want to go back during the daytime, though. I mean, we saw stuff there that we didn't see last time.
Right.
I mean, there was new fencing and trees knocked down with scratches on them.
Is it fairly close to you?
The one tree that knocked the fence down.
Yeah.
One whole side of it was completely like scratched up. The big tree, and I know what tree, y'all know what tree I'm talking about. The one that I'm always saying that freaks me out so bad in that cemetery. One whole side of it, and I know we've had storms and stuff like that, and I've looked up, wind damage on trees and stuff because it's been driving me crazy. This looked like claw marks all over this tree, and the tree bark was just shredded off of it. And the other side of the tree, the bark was kind of dug out of it and laying on the ground.
Wow.
It was laying over the fence there that was there, like almost could have been. I don't know. Just my observation is that there was a fence. It laid down that fence so it could cross over.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And there was damage to the fence where Amy said that she and Layne saw that.
Yeah.
That creature or whatever.
Right directly from we were standing right in front of the gate. And directly in front of us is where we saw that creature. And that exact spot is where the fence was damaged and bent down like something crawled over it. And so much that night was just making me think, why have we been out here, going out there by ourselves and stuff like that? I'm just like, nope, never again. We won't ever.
When you were talking about that with April, and you had a bad feeling about that. That's what I was telling Laura a while ago. We had to do a switch. When we went to that one cemetery down there, where they was doing like witchcraft and mixing it with voodoo and everything. Remember we tell you that one, down there where I just knew that if she went into that place, it was not going to be a good outcome.
Yeah.
So usually when you get something like that, that something's definitely going on. I mean, with everything y'all have been saying and everything, the feelings and everything else, man, there's no telling what I was there.
Fluffy. Fluffy.
Fluffy,
Now,
what's up, brother?
What's up, Fluffy?
I was surprised that
Fluffy.
Lady even went in because you remember, Zach, the last time we went in, she went in during the daytime, but she refused to go in at dark. And this time she went in, but it was because Casey and Twinkie and Zach, and all them were there. But she kept wandering off. Like I kept telling Twinkie, I wish she would stop walking off by herself. But we all noticed that at certain points in times, there would be a noise over here, a noise over here, a noise over here, and we'd all start going in different directions. And so then everyone kind of is just like, they're like, hey, I think it's trying to separate us. So then we all kind of get back together as a group and stay together as a group. But it definitely did feel like that, like it was trying to separate us all.
And the K2 meter would go off like crazy.
Yeah.
Roberta, I'm muting you while you're crunching.
What's up, buddy?
You're on crunchable mute, Roberta.
Hi, buddy. Hi, Fluffy.
I said you're on crunchable mute. You crunching, so I muted you.
I'm not crunching anything. I'm eating a sandwich. This is a
I
sandwich.
ain't took the bite out of it yet. What you talking about?
Potato chip sandwich.
Got lettuce on that sandwich?
You ain't even took the first bite, so what was
Oh,
you
there's nothing. It's peanut butter jelly. I'm not crunching on anything.
Okay, you smack it.
Okay, yeah.
You're losing your hearing. See, look. It's peanut butter jelly.
Yeah, like you were saying, Jared, there's just some things that you have to go with your gut feeling. You have to. There's nothing you have to prove. You don't have to prove anything going to these places.
What's up, Mike?
It could have been very bad for April if she did,
Yeah.
That night,
Yeah.
and it would have been. And I know it would have been because I tried to go in there by myself just to kind of look around, and I just kept on getting this feeling, do not go in there, do not go in there, do not go in there. And this is after we all left. It's like whatever was in there, I don't know. And then right before I smelt all that gasoline, as we were all kind of migrating to that one side of the cemetery, I heard leave. And that's all I heard. I said, don't you effing come over here. That's what I heard. And I said, okay. I was like, what the heck is that? And then I started smelling that gasoline. And I'm like, what is that? What the heck is that? And I'm like, and I thought it was Cody's truck, but you said no, because we would all smelt it when we were hanging out by his truck earlier. So
Yeah.
it was kind of strange. Just saying.
And there's a difference between gas smell and the exhaust.
Exactly.
Yeah, big difference.
Yes, Magic Angel, there are rakes in Texas, and I do believe that me and Layne have seen a rake out there at that cemetery. So there's more than one thing out there. There's more than one thing out there. There's not just spirits out there. There's not just a rake or whatever that was out there. I want to say Bigfoot. I want to say a lot of things, but we don't know because it changes so much.
Not
And it
Randy.
plays with your mind. Good night, Brandy. Love you. Good night, Fluffy. Love you. And I'll
Night, Fluffy.
Like,
Love you, bro. God bless you, bro.
Bless you.
It's just, man, I tell you, this. I don't know. I
Sounds like a
really,
good place to put some trail cams out there.
yeah.
And then Fluffy,
Just
I
leave
mean,
them out there.
Zach, what you said you seen there before we even went in the cemetery.
Yeah. See, but that was something different. I mean, I literally saw Casey walk up, but it wasn't Casey. I thought it was. And, but, my eyes were, I was like, okay, my eyes are just trying to adjust to this light out here. I mean, it was so pitch black out there, guys. I mean, it was pitch black. If it wasn't for the clear night out, like for the stars coming down, like you wouldn't have been able to see anything. When I pulled up to the cemetery, I didn't even see their truck in the like at the cemetery when I pulled up until my lights shined on them. That's how dark it was. So
thank you, JoJo. I love you so much.
JoJo.
Love you, JoJo.
Hi, JoJo.
Right there, Michael said, I felt something was watching me and Cody in the truck. I had to roll the windows up. It bothered me so much.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There was something
Cody
on that right
Lynn
side.
It was crazy for them to have feelings out there and to see the stuff they saw and hear the stuff they heard, because they go into everything being skeptics, and we love them for that, but they're skeptical believers is what I call them. But they're the first ones to say, oh, well, it could have been this, it could have been that, or they help us question what we saw or heard. And for them to say they saw stuff, and for Cody to be that excited about it, like something was there.
Yeah. But I was going through the footage, and I gotta keep going back through it because, like I said, I didn't even think I was going to film. I just wanted to see you guys, and so I just kind of held. I always caught myself just kind of holding the camera. I really wasn't trying to film, but I just was I turned it on and just carried it around with me, and so there's a lot of me just going back and forth. But I'm telling you, I mean, I'm looking and I'm like, we didn't even really look inside. I didn't. I mean, maybe y'all did, but I was constantly focused outside because of what happened to me in my experience last time being there. Everything was outside, not inside. And I didn't even focus on the inside of where the area where all that was going on inside the cemetery. And when we walked by, I'm like, this dang thing probably jumped up in that dang tree because it would have been so easy to just hide up in that tree because it was had so much foliage or whatever they call it, like so much greenery. Like, I mean, you could have just, I mean, what was it, 5 feet? There was a branch. You could have just climbed up into the tree. I mean, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. It definitely had my head.
And all the trees around there were so creepy. I mean, they just like
they are creepy.
It looked like it would want to take branches around you. It was so creepy.
I wonder if anybody
as soon as
may have done. I'm sorry, Amy, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I was saying, I wonder if anybody at one point in time may have done like some sort of like a ritual or anything like that around some of those trees or something.
Or maybe one of them's a devil's tree.
There's no telling that. I know that one tree always gives me the creeps, but I don't know. I know what I've read about this place, but I don't know who all else goes out there, because there has been other people that's come out there, because there's for one, there's that thing that's in the tree, the
geocache.
Geocaching bill that we have never seen until this time, and it's been there since 2014.
Yeah.
So I mean, look at that. That was. It stood out to us big time this time, but we never noticed it before.
Wow.
But I noticed as soon as we went into the cemetery, the first place Zach started heading was to that left corner in the back. And that's exactly where things start happening. And so I automatically started following because I knew he was feeling or sensing something. And it was right. I mean, we automatically started hearing noises, and we found that tree back there, and it's I don't know, that place is crazy. And it feels like it's something different every time. It's different every single time.
Yeah. And then the whoops back. We're just playing around doing the whoops, Didn't throw rocks but
we also caught a whistle back because all of us are standing around. You can hear us all kind of talking. And I whistled several times in there. That was me a couple of times whistling. But we're all standing around talking, and not one of us reacted to it. Not one person reacted to it, but there is you can hear it plain as day. It's a whistle. And not one of us reacted to it.
Oh, and we got some voices too, and that's before we even did the spirit box. We've got some voice whispers too.
Yeah. Gary, Gary says that's why when I'm watching investigations, I'm saying just look up, always look up. They don't hear me though. But see, that's the thing. I did look up, but the only place I didn't look up is where Coty had that sighting and where I kept on feeling that this little thing or was smelling all of this, that smell in that area. Those trees, those group of trees, I didn't look up there. And I'm like trying to pause the frame because I know I glanced over the trees, but it was so fast, it was motion blur. So, man, I'm so frustrated because that was the one place I didn't look up because I did look up in the trees. I was like, they're probably up in the trees, but I didn't look in that spot. That was the one place I didn't look.
And see, Slim said he's seen something tall and slim, but it had long arms.
Yeah.
Up in that same area.
Wow. That's probably a rake.
Now, what we saw out there, me and Layne, this thing, to me, it looked like a human in a white tight suit. You know how like they have those green screen suits?
Yep.
This one looked like pale skin, almost see-through. And you know how you do like the back bend where you go backwards and then you're all on all fours? It was walking like that, but
no, thank you.
Instead of its head being, it looked like its head was flipped over, so the bigger part of the head and then a longer chin at the bottom.
Oh no.
It's one of them things where I kept questioning, saying somebody's messing with us. Somebody's in a bodysuit, but who in the heck is going to walk through them woods in the pitch black to climb over a barbed wire fence?
Nobody I want to meet.
Two females.
Yeah.
So
not me,
I didn't believe it. You know, I was trying to put it in my mind that it wasn't really there. Layne was panicking. I was starting to panic. You can hear it in our voices. We're trying to say the prayer, you know, and everybody, I got several comments. Well, you had your back towards it. If that was me, I wouldn't have my back towards it. No, I had my camera facing behind me so I could see through my viewfinder because my lights, they blind you out. So if I would have been doing my outro by, you know, the fence, I wouldn't have see anything in front of me. Exactly. I wanted to be able to see if something come up behind me. Then something come up and grab me and Layne, both of our ankles. We're praying, that's when that tall shadow walked away from us. When I start feeling the pain in the back of my head again. I'm not one to say I'm being attacked if I'm not being attacked. And that is the only place that I have been that attacked.
Okay. And then Zach and Casey both said that their arms were getting hot.
Yeah,
my whole left arm felt like it was on fire, and it was when that smell was there. But that's when I kept on feeling that there was somebody there. It was like they were right on the other side of the fence, and I looked at my video because I know I saw somebody standing there. Because you can tell when there's leaves there, but there was a solid there. There was somebody standing there, but you could only see like this much, you know. And I'm sitting there flashing the camera on there. Man, I guess because of the low lighting, like the camera didn't do any justice at all. I mean, I need to get like a thermal camera or a night vision camera or something because my camera did no justice except for if I had the light shining on there. I mean, couldn't see too far out.
Yeah.
So that was a little frustrating. But
not good.
I don't know though, man. There may be a reason that you didn't see it.
Yeah. Do what, Melissa?
Could be.
Heat is demonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling heat,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling heat and smelling gas, I'd say it's demonic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fantastic news. We got demons. I smell gas all the time.
The only time I smell demons is after Taco Tuesday.
You shut up.
No,
Fired. This week is late.
But that's exactly what I told Amy. I got home and I got to like really kind of assess the whole situation. And that's when I told her, I said, "What something there that was there was not right. And it was very evil, very demonic." And then that's when she told me, she's like, "Oh, well, the last word that we got was Satan." And I said, "That's exactly what I felt." So
Dang, brother.
it's pretty, that was evil. I mean, that was straight. You can't get on another level. You can't get on another level than that. I mean, that is the level of levels there. So
Hi, Tony, and thank you so much. I love you guys so much.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
And also when
What's
we
up,
were
Tony?
doing our outro, when we were doing our outros, at the end of the night, me and Twinkie, her battery flew out of her camera a second time.
Again. This time I found this one. I started with 3 batteries. I left with 2. And we searched all over out there for that battery, and it was nowhere to be found. We looked under the truck, in the bags. I mean, everywhere. We all were searching at one point in time, and we found it nowhere. And you can hear it hit in Twinkie's footage. You could hear it hit.
Damn.
But we could not find it. We even spread out further to look and see if it like slid across the leaves and stuff. It was nowhere to be seen.
Someone
and then
took off
as
with
we were
it.
doing our outro again, my battery and like it's not. I don't know why they affect our light so much, but several times on the spirit box we heard light, and then we got the word light. But it's like they wanted us in the dark. But it flew out the back of it again, and you can hear it plain as day on the footage. Like click, and it's gone.
And even when we were standing out there by the truck, we heard a loud thump or something.
Yeah. And we heard it in the cemetery. We're hearing it in there. Outside of the cemetery, we're hearing it across the road. You know, it's like it was all around. And I kept saying that over and over again. I feel like I have to look every direction.
It's like these dang creatures were walking up, and then as soon as we'd flash our lights, it would stop.
Yeah.
God.
That's crazy, man.
Slim said, "Yeah, we got bright light on that app thing. And my light is very bright. But they don't have to like take my batteries. They can just tell me to turn it down."
They didn't want any light at all.
No, they weren't talking about a physical light. They were talking about a spiritual light. That's what they were talking about.
I'm sure they were. And I found that odd too, that Twinkie's K2 meter was going crazy until you walked up and went blank.
Blimp.
Oh, do I really work?
I'm telling you, man, those demons do not like the light. I'll tell you.
No, they don't.
You know, it's funny you say that because when we were at the tavern, where we had all those experiences, and he had his heart attack, when we first started filming, it killed our light.
Yeah, it did.
We charged it. It was fully charged. Everything. It killed it. It has never worked since.
Never worked. There were brand new batteries, and then we put all new batteries in there. Nothing.
So we had to walk around with flashlights all night to film. But that's wild. I never thought about that. They were probably trying to keep us in the dark.
Yeah, the Slim and him also, and Coty also got the words "get out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we heard that a lot too. Get out and leave.
I heard that without a spirit box. Get the heck out of here.
Hello, Evelyn.
Hi, Jackie. I'm hoping, Jan, you mean don't go back by yourself, or you want me to get hurt. One of the two.
Please go back there by yourself.
I think
I will not go back there by myself. And this place was just a spur of the moment place that we went and checked out during the daytime one time when we were on our way to go check out some other place. And we were just kind of checking it out to see. And we had things happening during the daytime there that day. So we're like, oh, yeah, we're definitely coming back at night. And we have had multiple different experiences there every single time. And I say it's a paranormal and cryptid gold mine, but it's also becoming what seems like it could be very dangerous.
It was very dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, so, and also, and I know, I can't remember who I was talking about. It was maybe you, Amy, I was talking, but when we were there, I kept on getting this feeling that somebody was going to be taken. I kept on getting a feeling that, like, do not get by yourself. You're going to get snatched up. Like, I kept on getting that feeling. So, and I don't know, I thought I was telling you about that. I just felt like somebody was going to get grabbed. But that's freaking 411 crap right there, you know?
Yeah, it is. Slim, you better make that 1,000,000 likes.
You are not going to stay there by yourself.
I'm already regretting the 30-minute alone challenge I did there. I will not do that again.
I wanted to do the 30-minute alone challenge so bad, but then it's just something.
It wasn't safe.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let you do it. It was, I mean,
yeah, that's the way I was with Lora.
Slim is definitely on my side.
I mean, there was nothing to prove there.
Yeah,
that's like
you're
either going to jump off the cliff or not. You know, that's what you were going to do, is just go jump off the cliff. That was pretty much what was going to happen. So, I mean, there's no point to do that.
I'd rather
Carol, what's up,
Carol? Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
So dangerous as we say is, Zach. When are we going back?
Yeah, whenever you want. Let me know. I gotta be prepared on this one. So it's like I said, I wasn't even planning on filming. I was really just coming out there to hang out with you guys. So
and we definitely need to make sure that we go during the day.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the battery will show up.
That would be crazy if it did. If it showed up in the cemetery, that would be crazy.
What would be crazy is if you get up tomorrow morning or something like that, and then it's like sitting on your desk or something.
They best not have followed me. I told them to stay where they were at, battery and all.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even stand still to say the prayer going out. We were walking out saying the prayer.
Walking as we were saying it, yes. So it was, and you know, I'm from Texas. I know a lot of you are from places where coyotes are bad. You know the difference between coyotes yelling, you know, making their noises, and coyotes running and being scared of something. These coyotes felt to me like they were running and scared of something because they were getting so close so quick, and they were just going crazy. And so I just kind of looked at Twinkie and I was like, them coyotes are getting closer. She said, you want to call it? And I was like, yes.
Because they didn't
like bad.
Because they didn't do that.
Thank you, Marianne.
They didn't do that last time because they kept her distant.
But you remember last time when me and you and Carrie and Layne were hearing all those noises in the woods, they were going crazy that day too.
They were, but they were so far. They stayed
and making
back. Yeah, they stayed. Oh man,
they were.
They were close that night.
So close.
Yeah,
they were so close.
Twigs. I got twigs
like in a minute
breaking.
we were gonna stack of them right across the cemetery.
Uncle Butterbuns, what's up, brother?
And then when we were at the back of the truck doing the outros, I mean, it sounded like they were right there at that fist line across the street.
Yeah,
I could have barely do my intro.
Slim said if he wins a Grammy, if Slim wins a Grammy, he said me and Buddy will stay there for 48 hours.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Mike. That was not a coyote growl that I heard.
Uncle Butterbun.
Yeah, we did hear some growls in there, Jan. I think we all picked up some growls in our stuff, and just me and Twinkie watching the video back. You know, we kept hearing all kinds of stuff, and then there's one spot in. Was it my footage, Twinkie? I think it was, where there's this white stuff and it looks like it's almost staticky, but then there's this white mist that goes right behind it. And I do smoke. Everybody knows this, but I do not smoke inside the cemetery. And everyone there is a witness. No one was smoking inside that cemetery. And this was a huge cloud, and it was not cold enough to see your breath.
Wow.
It was like a hazy mist of like, looked like a bunch of, like she said, static. And then right after the big bunch of static, it was like a mist.
Well, that's wild because remember that same cemetery I was just talking about. Remember, that's what I said. I seen it was like a mist that was shaped like a wolf, and it jumped from one tree to another, and then that was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think this mist is right down where that tree was laying across the other fence. That's where I think you caught that at.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was right in there. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some of that stuff, Carol. We always do an end of the year video that has like our highlight moments. So yeah, those will be coming up. Yes, a rake can cause harm to a human. Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Whatever was there, I believe truly that it wanted to do more than just hurt. Yeah, and it's funny that Mike says I heard a woman scream and sound like a man also, because I did two whoops, and Uncle Butterbuns, woohoo!
Uncle Butterbuns, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too.
But
Love you, Uncle Butterbuns.
I did the two whoops, and we got him back, but it was like really delayed, but we got him back. Yeah. We got the screams. I mean, there weren't even whoops. I think there were screams. It sounded like screams on my camera when I reviewed the footage. It looked like, or it sounded like screams.
And then a big growl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we all reacted to that. We all turned around to that.
Oh, and I asked something in there. I said, what was it I said, Twinkie? And then we heard, it sounded like you can tell it's a female, but you kind of can't tell it's a female. And it said yes. Like plain as day, you hear yes. And it was not us. Like, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was that I asked, though.
Well, I know you also asked, are you scared of whatever is around or in this cemetery? And it said not scared.
Yeah. Are you scared of whatever's in the woods? And it said not scared, and then it said feeding.
Dang, that's wild.
And we thought that was very odd.
And it's as plain as day.
But see, I've asked before on my footage. I said, what is in these woods? And it said twice beast.
I wonder if it's a hellhound.
No. Nope,
And
not
so,
me.
Well,
I mean,
Satan,
honestly,
okay.
that wouldn't surprise me.
What?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that Satan does have werewolves that work for him. These are facts.
Well, I seen one when I was 4, so I know that's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I really did.
I mean, would that basically be considered a hellhound?
Pretty much. They're pretty much humans demons in a human body that had transformed the body. So
I'm gonna have to get up here,
you know,
guys.
we all discuss this all the
time.
All right, Rob.
Okay, love you, Rob.
Rob.
Nice, Rob.
Stay out, Rob. You're gonna hear a bunch of clicking noises.
All right, love you.
All right,
Love you.
guys.
Night.
Love you, brother.
Love you, bro.
So we're always trying to distinguish between whether a Bigfoot or, you know, any of that stuff is an actual human form, or if they are some kind of a paranormal phenomenon, you know, that can transform. So I mean, could hellhounds and the werewolves be what people are seeing when they see Dogman? You know, there's so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the way Tex says it. You always leave with more questions than you do answers because it's just so chaotic. It seems like every time we go out there, it's so different, and it seems like different things change. And like I never see like the big, tall, dark shadows of like a 8-foot Rob. You know, I never seen those out there. I seen other stuff, but this time I seen that. I seen it plain as day, and then my stupid. I was so stupid. I could see it on my camera, plain as day. I could see the outline of it, and then I zoom in because I think, oh, you'll be able to see it better. You can't see crap.
Mm-hmm.
It like completely takes it away. You can't see nothing, and I'm looking at it with my eyes. But when I look at my camera, I'm like, oh, you can't even see it on my camera. You know, so I'm trying to backtrack. By that time, it's gone.
Night, Jenny. Love you.
Uncle Butterbuds.
Night, Jenny.
Thank you, Uncle Butterbuds.
Night, Jenny.
Now, Jenny said,
Rob, I thought you was leaving.
God bless.
I would have said that had I known you were there. Thank you, Uncle Butterbuds. Good night, Jenny. Love you. Yeah, we got to definitely go out and do some experiments and stuff out there and figure out what's.
I just want to walk in backwoods all the way. I want to go all the way to the lake, and that's far. I mean, that's got to be at least 1,000 yards, maybe. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. It could be 500 yards. It could be 500 to 1,000 yards out there to the lake or to the pond or man-made
We definitely
pond.
need some more drone footage too.
Yeah, but it's so dense. Yeah,
it is.
It's just dense.
What I wish we had is a thermal drone.
Yes. Yeah, we need to talk to Carrie from Bigfoot Odyssey about that.
Yeah.
Twinkie, Michael wants me to show you then this picture of Casey that he got. That one I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
That was on Mount Scott, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this picture, this is how it came up on his picture. So y'all ignore me because I look a mess.
Look, that's Casey.
What?
But it's like part of her body has disappeared.
What?
Oh,
It's like she's walking into a portal or something.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's like twisted and contorted and everything.
Yeah.
And that's on Mount Scott. And that whole area is Indian territory. It's a lot of Indian burial ground. There's a lot of stuff that goes on there too.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
very crazy. Let's see. Debbie says, check out that stone that's alone. The one in the back corner. Man, I always get bad feelings back there. So does Twinkie.
That one gave me the creeps.
I didn't even say, I know I've said it in my videos before, but I didn't say anything that night at all about it. But Twinkie, when she looked at it, she was like, that's that grave right there. Just, yeah.
It's the only one over there. There's nothing else around it but a tree.
Yeah.
And to be in the very corner, sitting catty corner, it's not even sitting in the same direction as it's sitting catty corner.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll be right back, Twinkie. I got to take Coty something.
Okay.
It might be some to that one then.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't even walk all the way over to it because I just had a funny feeling.
Wow.
Has anybody done any research on that place?
I think Amy's read up on it.
Amy did, and I did a little research too, and I couldn't find much. She's probably found a lot more than me, but I mean, it's an Indian burial ground, unmarked graves. I mean, it goes back pretty far, a lot further than the settlers that came there, and I think was the late 1800s. So, I mean, before all that, I mean, there's rocks out there too. I mean, that are not even. I mean, they're just they look like little tombstones, but they're no writings on them.
But right there, from middle ways over to where that single grave is was the only parts in that cemetery that the ground was mushy.
Yeah, it's like sand.
Really?
It's like
Yeah,
sand. Yeah.
But I don't ever remember it being that mushy before. But I know we've had a lot of rain and stuff, so that probably.
Now I do remember in my first video, or when I did my 30-minute alone challenge, that was one of the things I noticed because I went counterclockwise around the cemetery, and I remember walking on that. I'm like, oh man, because it just felt like walking on the beach almost.
Yeah.
It's just weird to have sand right there, just all in like kind of on the outskirts there. It's just kind of strange to have like beach sand.
That is. Wow.
Now, I know I kind of heard some of the bits and pieces of what y'all were saying, but that I know a lot of the people in that town died of smallpox and diphtheria. I think is what it was, and it wiped out a lot of the town. And the ones that were remaining, they got pushed away because the railroad would not come through there because it wasn't a prospering town. So they went around that town. So the people that were left there, some of them died of old age and some of them just died of sickness, different types of illnesses and stuff. But a lot of kids, and there is a lot of kids' graves out there. So.
Golly.
Coming back to that one headstone in the corner, is it facing the other ones, like the writings to writings?
Yeah, the writing is facing in towards the cemetery.
Okay. And the other ones there, are they their writings facing that one?
No, because that's the only one that's sitting.
Yeah, they're so like most of them are facing to the left of the cemetery, but that one's facing, or no, they're facing towards the right, but that one, the writing is facing towards the left.
It's a criminal.
Criminal?
Because back then, they would bury the criminals backwards. So when he goes to heaven, he's not facing God. He's back towards him because he's not worthy. That's a belief.
Now, I've also heard
the dates, but I thought this was a child that was buried there.
I have also heard that a lot of times in cemeteries like that, when they're like that, I used to think that it was just like somebody that might have been like into like witchcraft or something like that, or something evil or something like that. And I have heard that as well. But a new one that I recently heard is that it was just simply somebody who hadn't been baptized.
That too, yeah.
I don't know if that's the case.
This one also had.
There's another picture.
Oh, that's pretty.
Wow.
Wow.
We were on top of that mountain.
Yeah, y'all were.
It's like
Yeah, there was little stones, probably about like this big. I mean, maybe that big. I don't know, probably about as big as this cup.
Yeah.
And they were. Look at that.
We've got to show our feet.
Were y'all sitting in the big chair?
Yes.
That was Rob's buddy's kissing feet chair.
Then he said it was easier for Rob and Buddy to kiss our feet.
Shine them shoes. But yeah, I mean, there was unmarked names. They were just like little stones, like square stones that they put down. I mean, they look like rocks. I mean, it wasn't like a cut stone or anything.
And there's me and my new best friend.
Bigfoot.
Y'all, he's not right.
He's not right.
Marianne says, interesting. Never knew that, Sandra.
Yeah, well, I spend lots of times in the cemetery and
yeah, you do
research and stuff. So if I smell gas, I'm running.
Yeah.
But there was no other stone. I'd say within 20, 30 feet of just that one stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And the stone that was next to this creepy big tree that we were at, it just so happened that the date of death for that person was the same date that Slim's mom died.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Now, did y'all notice? Because I noticed it in the video too, and I didn't notice it at that moment that we were there. There's 2 little memorial plaques right there in front of that big tree, and one of them was stepped on and bent like flat down, like right in front of the spot where the stuff was dug out of the tree. Like that metal plaque thingy was bent over and flat. There's another little plaque right beside it, but I've never noticed those 2 plaques being there. So there's a headstone to the right of the tree, but there's no headstone or anything to the left of the tree. So I don't know what those 2 little plaques were. But one of them was bent completely over like it had been stepped on and smashed.
Probably from that dang creature.
Yeah.
There shouldn't have been any reason, because the big stone where we had done the spirit box, it was a big tall stone, and then there was a little square stone next to it. So, but there was no other graves around there, so, and even on that side, so I don't even know where they would have come from.
I don't either, and I don't ever remember seeing anything of a grave right there by that tree other than the one to the right of it. So, again, that's another thing where we notice more stuff every single time we go out there that's different.
We should have grid walked it.
Yeah, I think we need to do that next time.
We should have grid walked it that night. I kept on thinking about that. I was like, dang, we should have grid walked it. Because, like, it still eats me up that I was like, dang, I had my whole focus on the outside of the dang cemetery and didn't even put my focus on the inside. Yeah. Because last time everything was outside. So that's where my main focus was going to be, because everything came from outside. We were entering. Why would something be inside of there? But there was. Didn't even know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they wanted you to do, not pay attention.
Mm-hmm. And then Zach even said that. Zach said that. It's like they're trying to keep our attention off of other things.
Yep.
Love you, Gary.
Love you,
Take care, Gary. It's like we were all at the backside of the fence, and then there was this noise, and clearly somebody was over there walking through the woods, right? And branches were breaking, growls were going. So we all walk over there, and immediately I go, this is not right. I feel like something is trying to get us to move from this spot so that it could move. And that was where the gas smell was and everything. So we moved away from there, so no more gas smell. And then when we came back, the gas smell was gone. But then it came back. So I don't know. It was weird.
And the wind wasn't blowing as bad inside the cemetery as it was on the outside.
Yeah.
What time was it at night when you went there?
Oh, it was like 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it was Halloween night.
Yeah.
So that could have played a part in it as well, but
it probably did.
And Twinkie said that flag that was in the cemetery wasn't there the last time.
Yeah, that Confederate flag was not. I don't remember being there. I almost want to go back. I don't want to, but I'm going to go back and watch the whole 30-minute lone challenge that I did and just see the difference, because the tree that was there looked different. I didn't even notice the fence line that was there last time. There's a lot of stuff. And then plus it's going to be so super loud listening to the other video that I already did there versus this one, because it was so quiet. You could hear everything.
And bless Zach's heart, I think he wanted to get through that fence so bad. It's like he was looking for a spot to be able to fit.
Trying.
In there since the very first day that we heard all that stuff in there, and it's because it's going to be dangerous, but yet your mind just keeps saying you need to get in there to see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But not at night. Not there at night. That does not. No. You do not want to go there. What is
definitely not at night.
Yeah, definitely not at night. Or that night. But I'm actually gonna get off here. I'm actually tired and I got a long day tomorrow. So
Okay.
I love every one of you guys. Sandra, take care.
Love
Tell
you.
Eric that we love you guys. So
We love you
y'all take care.
too.
We love you,
Thank you,
brother.
Amy, April.
Too.
Thank you, Patrick, Melissa. Thank you, Jared, Laura.
Yeah.
We
All right,
love
love
you,
you guys.
Carrie. Love her as well.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody.
me too.
Laura.
All right.
Hearts,
All
hearts,
right. God
hearts.
bless y'all. Bye.
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 She got bad vibes from the bracelet, Uncle Butterbuns, or she just said that she got bad vibes around you? So Amazonite is like for good energy.
And he was also told to get that to protect his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it helps soothe your nerves. It causes good energy around you, and it does calm. It is calming for the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so anxious all the time.
Around you, so yeah, wear it, Uncle Butterbuns.
Yeah.
It'll definitely. I mean, it definitely can't hurt anything. Who doesn't want good energy brought to them?
Right.
That's right.
So I love that we have different experiences out there, but I also every time it just makes me want to go back even more, and I know every time it gets worse and worse, and so there probably won't be any more nighttime videos out there other than the ones that we're fixing to be putting out. So, but we do. I want to know what's in those woods.
That's a smart move. Don't go back at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like it's amping up for something.
Yeah. It's playing with us. It's playing with us.
Yeah.
A lot of one crow, definitely.
Yeah.
It was just weird hearing that one crow.
That just sticks out too much.
And it's right as we're walking to the gate to go into the cemetery. You hear this crow go off.
That was
It was
probably y'all
warning you.
Don't go in there.
I believe it was definitely a warning now. Because we've heard birds out there before, at nighttime that we all kind of said, oh, that's weird. But this one was a crow.
My
and
spirit animal.
it let out a horrible noise. Good night, Rob. Love you.
Good night,
Good night, Rob.
Good night, Rob. We love you, brother.
Night, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
That was my spirit animal coming to try to let y'all know don't go in there.
And the loud crashes and the limbs you can hear crack. It was just weird.
And I know every time I put up a video from Denver, Twinkie was always like, I want to go there. I want to go there. It definitely did not disappoint. So I'm grateful for that,
She can cross that one off her bucket list.
Yes.
Oh, I want to go again.
We want to cross a couple of them off our bucket list, but a few we won't be going back to. This one we definitely will.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Fun inside.
Good night, Rob. Love you.
We love you again.
Rob doesn't want to leave us. Look at him. He just keeps coming back saying good night.
Good night.
Take your peanut butter jelly and go on.
I love you, Corey. So Twinkie had her first premiere tonight. So if y'all missed it, please make sure you go back and check it. It was awesome.
It was.
I think we'll have ours out probably Saturday before Laura and Jared go live. I love you too, Rob. No, I will not bite you.
And
How do you feel about that sandwich?
I'm gonna try to edit it because I will have a part 2 to the cemetery.
Awesome. You go, girl.
Amy, I'm gonna send you a photo, Amy.
Okay.
It's a part of Rooted's thumbnail for his 30-minute alone challenge there.
Okay.
That's what I found on his thumbnail. I wouldn't get it back.
Thank you, Doris.
Ew. That's creepy.
Can we see?
I'm gonna show it.
No. No.
Okay, I look like poo-poo, so y'all don't look at me if y'all do happen to see me. Okay, y'all did. Dang it.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's the tree.
Oh,
That's a devil's tree.
look at
Don't look
that.
friendly.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
Some dark eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Rob is trying to avoid editing laugh out loud. Player, I love you.
Blair,
Hey,
what's up?
where's Player?
Right there.
I don't see her.
That's because she's in her
I
one
see
with
her
the
in the other
Sarlo.
one. Yeah, I don't see her on the other chat. I see her.
Yeah.
Player.
Good night, Magic Angel. Love you. Be safe.
Magic.
Give me that rabbit.
Uncle Butterbuns. I love you already. You don't have to keep sending money.
So Tuesday night, when y'all did the live stream together at your place there, that was some crazy
I
stuff.
missed it.
Yeah.
Now, this is very odd because
Excuse
our
me.
closet door opens constantly for the first 2 or 3 days. Hi, Batrican.
Mm.
The first 2 or 3 days that Twinkie and them were here, that closet door did not move.
Huh.
Like at all. But as soon as we mentioned it, as soon as I noticed that it hadn't moved at all, then it starts doing it. And so it opened up some and then it closed. Couldn't figure that out. Well, then Twinkie, you come in to go to the bathroom at like what, 4 in the
4
morning?
o'clock in the morning.
And it opened.
Yeah, it was open.
So it didn't do anything hardly at all while they were here. Okay, so we take them to the airport. We come back home. The first thing I noticed as soon as we walk through the door, the closet door's open.
Oh my gosh.
So I think whatever's in there was scared of the Twinkies being together.
Probably so.
But also Tuesday night, after we got off of the live stream and everything,
Yes.
the meters went off twice.
Oh wow.
After we got off mine.
And it was going crazy. Like, no, it was all 3 meters. The K2 meter was going crazy. The EMF meter was going crazy and making all kinds of noise. And the temp gauge was like going up and down, fluctuating up and down, up and down, up and down.
Wow. It didn't want to show itself on live. Wow.
Yeah, we were just sitting here talking. We forgot we left them on. And then just all of a sudden, they just all start going off at one time. And it's like, what the heck?
Yes. Slim had came in there and was sitting at the table with us, and we were all, and the girls were laying on the air mattress, and we were just sitting around talking, and all of a sudden, they just went off. We forgot all about it. And the candle went out.
Yes.
Oh, it finally went out.
But it wasn't the candle that was being blown.
It was the one
the
behind
other
me.
candle. The one right behind Twinkie. And, but, you know, okay, Batrican, but you know, during that thing, Twinkie, you had heard a couple of people in Slim's family that the names come up and a friend or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was talking about that person.
Mm-hmm.
We were that, and then it started going off like crazy.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I know that while I was looking at the screen, there was just stuff that was like leaning in and leaning out and moving around and going from one side to the other. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and those pictures that you
Hey,
took,
Ron.
Hi, Robbie.
Hi, Robbie.
Miss you.
My brother.
Sorry, I missed your live stream or your premiere earlier, Robbie. I was at work and I didn't have my phone, so I missed it. But I will go back and watch it. But
And then
yeah,
I had the 4 marks on my shoulder.
yeah. So Twinkie kept saying during the live stream that her shoulder felt hot. So me and Casey checked, and she had on her left shoulder at the back and she even showed us that, we got T-Rex arms, we can't reach nothing. There was looked like 4 fingerprints, like something had come and laid its hand on her shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
The exact spots, because when we showed where the 4 fingerprints were, that's the exact spots where she was telling us that it was hot.
And it was hot?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up the next day, I had Casey and him look, and it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What was you saying about the pictures I sent?
That there were so many faces. So many faces.
Was.
And they're so prominent. Like, it's not like something that you could, like, it wasn't camera, going out of focus, and it wasn't like the haze or anything like that. It was actual faces.
Yeah.
And it was like they would look up. By the time I would lean up there to take a picture, they would look up at the freaking screen, and I was like, crap, they can see me.
Yeah.
They know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, buddy. I'm sorry I missed yours as well. I will watch it back. Hey, everyone, Laura just picking. Hey, Laura, happy Thanksgiving.
Aw, thank you, Slim. Happy Kwanzaa.
Oh, Lord.
I knew you loved me real deep down.
Slim, I thought you were going to call you a dirty name for a minute.
But knowing, going to the cemeteries and other places we went, how Slim is such a big skeptic.
Yeah.
But he will let you know if he hears something. And I like that.
Meat said, did someone say Family Feud tomorrow?
Listen at it.
So is Slim still a skeptic?
Robbie, can you be more specific?
Slim will always be a skeptic.
Yes. Slim is a skeptical believer because he does believe whenever things actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
But he's good to have around because he will say, okay, well, maybe it was this, maybe it was this. And then once we are able to debunk everything that he's saying it could have been, then it's like, okay, well, y'all might have actually got something, and Coty does the same thing. He's constantly questioning this stuff. And sometimes it gets annoying because you want something to happen so bad. And then when they give you a plausible explanation, then you're like, crap.
Yeah.
But when they say they see something, say they see something,
then it's legit.
Yeah, they're not going to make something like that up.
Yeah.
And then you get all excited because you're like, yes, they saw it too. But I have never seen Coty that excited. As soon as I walked up to him, he starts, I saw something over there right in the woods, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I believe you.
Slim, I believe you're right.
I ain't put no course on you.
I know just thinking off of them books doing something.
Good.
No.
But yeah, we do have some videos coming out from when Twinkie was here, and a couple of them are probably going to shock y'all.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Really shocking.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not discussing that yet until after the videos come out, and then we'll discuss it.
Yeah.
Do I know what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not yet.
She does not yet, but you will.
Okay.
Texas reindeer.
No.
Well, we wish
I didn't give no other choice.
I would have rather seen a Texas reindeer, trust me.
Yeah, I would have rather seen the Texas reindeer as well. And that's pretty bad. But so tomorrow night will be Twinkie's live stream.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we will be on Queen Laura. Okay, Queen Laura TV. And then Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is also Miss Sandra Pink TV, or 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sorry, 7 Eastern. And then Sunday, I don't know.
Sunday, it's
Sunday is us. The
Us again.
Pair Squad.
Oh yeah, yours.
Pair
Okay.
Yeah.
So that wasn't just a Halloween thing. That's going to be every Sunday,
No.
right?
Yep. Every
Okay.
Sunday.
So Sunday will be Sandra Pink again with Jared King and Queen Laura.
Yeah, they're my co-hosts.
And
And
then
last Sunday was amazing.
It was epic.
Then Monday afternoon, I'm going to go live again and do the channel deals again. I missed last Monday, but I will be back this Monday doing it. And then Monday night will be Paranormal Patrick.
I wish, Slim.
Paranormal Melissa. Yes, I wish too, but my boss is paying me back for this last week. Oh my, y'all got Mike and Coty to dance on a stripper pole. No, we almost would rather have seen that too. So it was a very good investigation. Let's just put it that way. And then all heck broke loose. Y'all just got to wait for the videos.
Yes.
So, I appreciate you all for coming. Thank you to everyone who donated tonight. I hope I didn't miss anyone. You guys are amazing. And Tony and Arena, thank you so much as well. Love you guys. And thank you to everyone who come up on the panel. Twinkie.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure.
Sandra, Jared, Laura, and Zach, and Rob. He's probably still here lurking somewhere.
Yeah, he's lurking around there behind Buddy somewhere.
Slim said we don't speak of that place anymore. Let's just say it's the last time I will ever go there again. Uncle Butterbuns. Thank you so much, Uncle Butterbuns. I love you. And I'm still sending prayers for your mama.
Yep.
Let us know how she's doing. And everyone
else,
everyone else that needs prayers, you have them always.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess until tomorrow night, we're going to let y'all go. We love y'all very much. Good night, Savage Biker Princess.
She's not
girl.
I'm doing my heart. I love y'all so much.
I'm doing mine too.
Love
You
y'all.
guys mean the world to us. We hope you know that.
Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Everybody.